fellow seekers of mystery and justice. I'm Kitty, your guide into the enigmatic realm of New England. Welcome to Mine, Missing, Murdered, Unidentified in New England, where we delve into the chilling tales that have haunted the corners of Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Prepare to embark on a journey through the shadows of the last decade, from the start of 2010 to the close of 2020. Our stories, sourced from the depths of history, are as diverse as the New England landscapes they unfold in. Some episodes will lead us on an extensive exploration, while others may be swift glimpses. For these cases often shroud themselves in secrecy, leaving us with only morsels of information to feast upon. Within these episodes, every word, every theory, and yes, even every mistake and misstep is a product of my own relentless pursuit of the truth. I promise to keep you informed with updates and correct any mistakes along the way. While I won't give trigger warnings for the wounds we uncover, after all, they are an essential part to the narrative. I'll be mindful with the more sensitive topics. We'll issue trigger warnings when discussing subjects of suicide, animal loss, domestic violence, and others, to ensure a respectful and considerate journey through the mysteries that await. So, dear listener, fasten your seatbelt and let's explore the shadows of New England together. May 9th, 2011. David's daughter, Tanya, told Missing People of America, "My dad, David, was in a car accident and his vehicle was totaled. He lost his job shortly after due to not getting to work. My dad stayed the weekend at my house with me and his granddaughter, and on Monday afternoon he asked me to drop him off at a bus station so he could go and visit a friend. I insisted that I could drop him off at that friend's house, which he proceeded to tell me he could just take the bus. He hugged me and told me he would call me when he could. I watched him walk down the hill to the bus stop about a mile away, and that was the last time I saw him." David Dennis Deveau is 5'9", 150 pounds, with short brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing blue jeans, a black baseball hat, and a plaid flannel jacket in Nashua, New Hampshire, in May 2011. If you have any information about David's whereabouts, please call 1-603-497-4858. May 15th, 2011. Partial skeletal remains were discovered in Barnstable County, Massachusetts. The head, torso, one or more limbs, and one or more hands were not located. No exclusions have been made. The sex, race, age, height, and weight were not able to be determined. Please call 1-617-867-6767 or 1-817-718-7904 with any information. May 29th, 2011. 20-year-old Raheem Browder was born on March 13th, 1991, and stricken down by gunfire at 9:42 on May 29th, 2011, at 29 Seldon in Dorchester, Mass. Police are unsure if Raheem's death is related to Marc Edmond's murder on the same night, just a half hour apart. Please call 1-617-343-4470 with any information. Memorial Day 2011. A man named Pops wrote the following poem dedicated to numerous lost souls, some of whom I have covered and some of whom I will. Memorial Day missiles and memories. Political thugs in shark suits persuade us to pull triggers. This is for Ivel Brown and Raheem Browder and Marc Edmond and Antonio Fernandez. Memorial Day, where we honor those who served and fought and died in the armed forces, in the militarized zones, far from home, usually. and Terrence Johnson, and Mark Thomas Little, and Gerda Bissett, and Terrence Jacobs. And sometimes, home is where the hell is as well, where some, with and without a sense of self, are forced to arm themselves and make sense of inner, city living conditions that cause PTSD. And Curtis Ashford, and Terrence Kelly, and Jefferson Johnson, and Nicholas Foamby Davis. Too many suns whose lungs no longer pump oxygen. So we inhale purple haze, too sour for the lips, so we daze out on. Lazy, rainy afternoons, reliving daytime nightmares, where we scheme like Sesame Street, puppets, but instead just dangle from tattered ropes, with no hope for wardrobe changes or script rewrites, vetted by our instincts, so we get it how we live it, often aimlessly. Guided missiles still getting fired by misguided men. Call 1-617-343-4470 with any of the information that can lead to justice for any of those named in this poem. May 29th, 2011. 22-year-old Marc Edmond was killed in a hail of gunfire at the crossing of Itasca and Messenger Street in Mattapan, Mass. at 10:15 p.m. on May 29th, 2011. No other information is available. If you have anything to add to this case, please call 1-617-343-4470. May 31st, 2011. 20-year-old Marc Edward Thomas Little lived in Mattapan, Mass. Had a large extended family, including 6 siblings, and a mom named Peaches Little. Someone senselessly shot Marc in the head on May 31st, 2011 at 9:54 p.m. at 113 Evans Street, Mattapan. Please call 1-617-343-4470 with any information. If you have any questions, concerns, complaints, please email me at minepodcast@gmail.com. All one word, and mine is spelled with 2 M's, 2 I's, 1 N, 1 E. Please include what your message is about in the subject line. Later, y'all!